Hello, this is Mike, and I'm going to walk you through a brief overview of the TouchPoint ordering system. And we're going to just kind of take a look and see a lot of little different things. We'll talk about some things on the screen here, some things for you to take a look at. So we'll just start. This right here is the main screen. This particular machine or this iPad is set up as a cashier. So if you look on the top right-hand corner, it'll have the time. On this recording, the times may be a little weird. I apologize for that, but when we record it does a weird time thing, so you may see that, but don't worry about that. Below it shows what register this particular iPad is attached to, and then it shows the pickup and delivery promise times that are currently in the system. Okay. Below that, there's a little tab that says Add Details to the order number. So that particular tab will allow you to put notes on an order. So I'll click on it right there. So basically, I can put an order comment in there right now. So I could put whatever. I mean, there's all kinds of things that I could put in here. That same screen also will be a little bit different when a customer is logged in. When you're going to be placing an order for an actual customer, because it will allow you to defer the order. That is the place that you do it. So we have the order types up here. We have eat in, to go, and delivery. To go is pickup and to go. That'll be explained in another video. Down on the bottom, we have the tendering, the total. That's to basically tender an order out. Down here, over here, there's an incoming call tab. That will pop up and down, but just for the sake of argument right now, it's in our test lab. If I click on it, and then I saw one of the people's names right there, and then I could basically tap their name and it would autofill their information into the caller ID right there. Okay. On the screen right here, we have all of the, it defaults to the pizza screen. So we have the create your own in the top left hand, which is basically build your own in Firefly, and then all the specialty pizzas. Over here, we have the flatbreads. We have the different appetizers and breads right there. Have the wing section, pastas, salads, desserts, drinks, extras for other little items that we can put on there, and then specials basically for our coupons that are in the system. This is an iPad, so basically anything you see that is going off the screen, you can scroll to reach it and then click on it. It's no problem. That's an overview. So the screen will open up here. On the top of the screen, there's three different boxes up there, or there's four, really. The first one is Loyalty Member. Loyalty Member is similar to the Lookup tab in Firefly. So in Firefly, if you remember, when you were going to put a customer's information in, you would click on Lookup, and then you would get it. So here, I would tap Loyalty Member, and right now, it's basically giving me the opportunity to put the customer's phone number in, to find them, and then to start configuring their information. That's something we get into more on another video, but that's what Loyalty Member means. It's also a little tab that says Scan QR Code. There's some functionality that we're going to have in the future that has to do with that, but that's not an issue right now. So to the left of that, we have delivery orders and outstanding orders. So I'll talk about delivery orders first. So if I click on the delivery orders tab, actually, return to register, it basically is telling you have two orders that are delivery orders that are basically, that have not been dispatched. So there's still some action that's required. That's a notification there. So if I hit delivery orders, I can look on the screen real quick and I can see a couple things. This will be gone over in more detail later. But just for the sake of argument right now, I was just tapping on the screen and that was zooming in. But if I come back over here, let me see if I can get my thing to do this right now, so I can zoom out. Yeah, so if you look here, you see the little red dot that says TouchPoint. That red dot is basically where the store is at, and number 902 is where that delivery is at. So that's basically where the address is for it to be delivered to. It'll have the two different orders that are on the screen. You can see on the top, there's one order that says assigned driver and it has a red dot next to it. We'll go into more detail on this later, but just to give you a quick explanation, the reason it says assigned driver, that means that a driver has not been assigned to this delivery yet. The promise time is showing that it's 2:03, and the projected arrival time, if the driver left right now, would be 1:13. So it's saying, hey, if the driver leaves right now, he's going to get there at 1:13. The reason it's saying that is because the address for that delivery, if I click on it, or the address, actually I'm not going to do that because it's under the driver already. If I click on that, you'll see that the address is the actual address of the store. That's why it's saying they're going to get there at the same time. The one below it, this particular order right here, it says projected arrival time of 1:22 because that's how far away it is. If the driver left right now and took no other stops. We'll go into more detail on this later. Over on the left, it shows the active drivers that are there. It shows if they're out or not. There's also a tab up here that says Map View. Map View is going to show the active drivers. It's going to show up on the top basically who these orders are from. One of them was a walk-in order that was put as a... actually, this is a walk-in order that is in pre-ordering. That means that somebody is in the process of entering that order into the system right now. And then below it, we have another one that says this order is late. And it's got 2 items on it. And it's Mike Morgan is the driver that's assigned to it right there. So, but mostly you're going to see the list view right here. So I'll hit return to register. So now we have the outstanding order screen. So if you're a server, the outstanding order screen, you're going to spend a lot of time there. I go ahead and tap on it. Now I'm looking at, basically there's 5 orders in the system. There's a search tab on the top. I can search by name. So if I go in here and I type in, actually it's going to give me a hard time typing because I'm using this touch thing, but if I typed in Mike, it would just basically show the orders that were for Mike or whatever it is. On the screen, it shows all the orders in the system. The newest orders are going to be to the right. The oldest orders are going to be to the left. You can look at each one of the orders and you can get a feel for what's going on with them. So order number 902 in the top of the screen right there. That particular order is a delivery order because it has a little car next to it. It's for Mike. It has those items on it. It has a check mark by the dollar amount. That means that that order has been paid for already. And it's telling you start making. That means that nobody has started making this order. So it's been placed, but nobody has started making it. So that's probably bad news. Below it, you have the order for Becky. You have those 3 items on it. It's $34.80. It says collect. That means this particular order has not been paid for. It's a pickup order. You can tell that because it does not have a car next to it. And it says start making unpaid. So start making means that nobody has made this order. Nobody has done anything to it. Once again, so that's something that needs to be made. Below it, you have 904. That's another order for Mike. It has 2 items on it. It says boxing complete. Whatever you see on the bottom of the screen, that means that's the very next thing that needs to happen. Okay. So if it says boxing complete, that means that the order is sitting on the cut table. If it said ready for dispatch, that means that it's sitting in the box waiting for the driver to dispatch themselves. So we know if a customer calls in, if Mike calls in, he says, hey, I'm trying to find out what's going on with my order. We look here and we know, or he wants to pay or whatever. We know instantly that that order is sitting on the cut table waiting to be cut right now. Or it's in the oven somewhere. Somebody put it in the oven. It's being made, but you're not going to look for it on the make line. The little 2 green dots or 2 green check marks that are there, those 2 green check marks basically mean that those items have been made already. They have already gone through the process of being made. So if a person calls in and said they want to change that artichoke fiesta, it's a little bit too late at this point because they've already been made and they've been put in the oven. And that is the outstanding order screen. And once again, we'll talk a lot more about that later on. Over on the left, there's the little thing we call the hamburger screen in the top left-hand corner. I'll click on that. And this basically is a little bit of an admin console. There's an order history screen in here. This is where you go to refund stuff. This is where you go to change promise times, all that stuff. You would go in here to basically clock yourself in and out of the system or log yourself in and out. But just for the sake of argument, you can clock yourself in and out, but this does not track time. The deputy system will do that, and that will be covered in another video. So that's just a quick explanation of what you see on the screen when you're looking into TouchPoint. And there's a whole bunch of other videos that explain everything else, but you'll see that in those. And thanks for watching. Thanks.